Yeah, together it's gonna be alright. That's it. One love, one life. Yeah, see, they snuffed out my man Bob Marley because uh his music, it had frequencies to heal the body. See, they know that. You listen to all those jams. That music, it got a frequency to either destroy the cellular makeup of your cells in your body, or it has the ability to heal. Oh, Carol Armstrong, good to see you. I don't know who's on here. Mr. Hen Bay, good to see you. Rodney B. Tyler, hello. Grand Rising to you. Seem like y'all can hear me and see me pretty good. I thought it remiss in my heart. I say, look at all of these consuls on the land that be sitting in their chambers. Melvin Lawrence and laboring in the law. And then sitting there for hours typing up all of this stuff. Using syntax and everything. Yusuf Nasir. Woo! Good to see you, brother. The man honors the matriarch, his mother. He teaches the sons to do the same. Talib King. We going through the extraction document right now. Okay? So now I've added one more document to the 5 y'all getting. Everybody gets these 5 documents when they send for a status correction packet. It's going to be the lawful notice, the judicial notice, the MAC registration number, the extraction document to get your peoples out the penal systems in the war camps, and the civil order. Because I want y'all in these Roman Catholic churches. That's the only place we don't go. We don't be sitting in these Roman Catholic churches. We getting down to business today. Yeah, right now. I like showing y'all how it looks because it's pretty. And it's our government's flag. Yeah. And we getting started right now. This is what is going to be getting our blood out the penal system. If we got that information, whoever our kin is in our family, we take this extraction document. Woo! With our credentials as consulars from the 1961 Vienna Convention. We got a consular ID. We got 100 different family members and consuls right there with us. We got emails that's been sent to every single correspondent, principal and agent, so that everybody can see the fraud that's going on or the righteous activity that's going on by the Noble Moor. That's operating from a judicial perspective. Yeah. I'm finna send it to you, Mr. Hen Bay. I'm getting my stuff in order, man. If you email in coccentralamexim@gmail.com, we are receiving your addresses. You might have to hit me a couple times. Folks, they say, we sent it to you already, man. We sent it to you. And I say, man, let me find it. I go into text message. Then I go into the Facebook Messenger. Then I go into the 2 emails and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I find them. And I get it to them. It take me sometime a long time, like 2 weeks. But I be trying to keep up with y'all. For the public record, on the public record, and let the public record show these lawful declarations made by. Now, I love my Empress Light for the hours that she puts in study and laboring to put these works out so the nationals can have some remedy. Copies of this document and all correspondence in this case have also been forwarded to the Department of Justice, the U.S. Attorney General, the U.S. Military Provost Marshal, the United Nations, the governor of your state, the Sheriff's Department, for further enforcement, as well as Travelers Casualty and Surety Company of America. The Moorish National Republic federal government reserves the right to forward this and all related documents as we deem it pertinent and or necessary. Whoa, y'all ain't know these governors, all 55 of them got the notice of existence. We got the tracking numbers. So y'all can put those in your affidavits and your writs as proof that they have been served. Declaration of violations of secured constitutional rights, violation of treaty rights, criminal acts, and demand for corporate, commercial, personal bond information. I am, you put that free national name there, right? In propria persona sui juris. I am an Islamic Muslim, Aboriginal, Indigenous Moorish American national, and a natural divine freeholder of this land of America. All my rights are reserved at all times, and I am exercising them now. I am the executor, administrator, creditor, claimant, and beneficiary of my own estate, and you are but a former trustee. You will not subrogate my identity or my rights at any time. I do not consent to this commercial transaction. I do not consent to any subrogation of my identity as stated. I am now exercising all of my rights as the executor, administrator, creditor, claimant, and beneficiary, and declare that I am now enforcing my constitutional right to my freedom and my liberty. You and all trustees are fired, and you are to provide me with a statement to this effect in writing, along with the corporate and or personal surety bond information of each corporate court employee present here today. Each corporate employee here today will be assessed an allodial cost on their corporate and or personal bonds and assets. Woo! Come on with it, baby. See? Did somebody say diversity of citizenship? Did somebody say the new Moors is coming with their eyes wide open and gonna tell the old Moors to sit back so we can enforce this law, baby? Woo! See, they sleep, boy. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. All of my rights are reserved and retained and exercised at will. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them. Miranda versus Arizona, 384 U.S. 436, 125. Woo! Come on with it, baby. Article VI. I'm going to get my Roman numerals up. Y'all share it up. Because this particular extraction document has been known to work wonders. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against for the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, baby. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding, the senators and representatives before mentioned and the members of the several state legislatures and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation. That's why you accept their oath. Whoa, accept everything. You got the wealth, baby. Yup. Accept for value. Yup. Pay to the order of. Yup. Accept it. They oaths, they bonds, you got the wealth in your pocket. You can afford it, baby, and a lot more. Woo, come on, they just didn't tell you that. Come on with it. And all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. This is why your religious freedom is so beautiful. When you walk up in there and you say, I'm a Islamic Muslim, buddy. I don't know nothing about your faith, your culture, your tradition, your history, your blood, and you don't know nothing about mine. What gives you the unmitigated gall to think you have the privilege and the right to sit in the judgment seat of a citizen of another bloodline? Woo! Come on with it. Did somebody say ego trip, a God complex, to where you think you can sit, why we ain't sitting on the judge seat with my plush robe? I know the law. I execute judgment. I do it in righteousness. Where is my comfy judge chair? Where my gavel at? I'm ready to start banging this gavel because I know I be signing these orders. Judge O.T. Bay. Write it, sign it, send it. Woo! Come on with it. You ain't even got the right to be putting on that robe. You ain't even got the right to be slapping this gavel down as if you have the power and authority to making decisions over another person's blood. Oh, nah, buddy. So y'all consent to that over time. We as a people said, sure, you can come in, Mr. Person from another bloodline, and pretend that you know more about my blood and my family than me. And matter of fact, I've been acting like a child because I don't know how to officiate my own affairs. That's why we, the taxpayers, the Moors, is allowing you no taxation without representation to tax us so you can come in and be a mediator between these two children adults that don't know how to officiate their own affairs. Oh, did I touch a nerve? I'm sorry. Let me get back on my tangent. Amendment V. No person shall be deprived of due process of law. What is due process? A jury of your peers. So before you even step, hey, where my peoples at? Where my jury and my peers at? My peers, who are my peers? The ones who got the same blood as me. Oh yeah, buddy. If you don't see, if you don't see no blood around, none of your people, there's a problem. Don't you walk up in that thing talking about, look, you ain't getting far, buddy. You're gonna be like, get out. Where's my spoon at? When they hit the bing, you're like, they got you, boy. Now you like the corporation. You just go in there and talk about some. Pull the number. You standing in line and stuff. Nah, man, we ain't doing it. Grand Rising, Noble Frank L. Ali. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786-1836. We get down today. If any of the citizens of the United States or any person under their protection shall have any disputes with each other, the consul shall decide between the parties. And whenever the consul shall require any aid or assistance from our government, that is the corporations, to enforce his decision, it shall be immediately granted to them. So there's two governments at peace here. Okay? The United States Service Corporation and the Republic government, and the Moors. This treaty of peace and friendship between the Moors and the Constantinians. When our people pass away, something happens to them, they get in some trouble from the corporation, whatever the case, the consul's supposed to be deciding. Not the corporate policy enforcer, not the European, not the constable, not none of them. The consul is supposed to be deciding, according to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. 21. If a citizen of the United States should kill or wound a Moor, or on the contrary, if a Moor shall kill or wound a citizen of the United States, the law of the country shall take place, and equal justice shall be rendered. The consul assisting at the trial, and if any delinquent shall make his escape, the consul shall not be answerable for him in any manner whatsoever. Look, I'm telling you right now, Mr. Constantinian, Mr. Corporate Policy Enforcer, Mr. Man on my land that I have no clue who you are. If you shoot my brother, or my son, or my daughter, or whoever, if you kill them, the equal justice, I'm going to do the same to you, buddy, according to my treaty and peace and friendship. Thank you very much. So, for all of y'all saying whatever about that, malicious intent when you take a life is called murder. When you kill someone in defense, your soul is absolutely justified. If they take a life of yours, you is not, look, you go ahead and keep on praying for him if you want to. Hey! I know what Jesus is going to do to him because I'm going to let them meet him. Look, don't play with me. I'm sorry. I'm not crazy. The consuls of the United States of America shall reside in any seaport of our dominions that they shall think proper, and they shall be respected and enjoy all the privileges which the consuls of any other nation enjoy. And if any of the citizens of the United States shall contract any debt or engagements, the consul shall not be in any manner accountable for them, unless he shall have given a promise in writing for the payment or fulfilling thereof, without which promise in writing no application to him for any redress shall be made. Woo, come on. Y'all don't know how many privileges we got. You got seaports. You got homes by water. Look, you beastie with these particular articles. As an officer of the court, you and your assigns are bound or have taken a solemn oath, see Article VI, to uphold and support the Constitution for the United States Republic. Woo! What up, Autry? One love to you. Let me see who else on here. Y'all got the questions. We got the answers. How does it work? It works by us sending you 5 documents. We send you 5 documents. That's your credentialing for consul commissioning. If you feel that you're well-versed in the law, in the game, then you make steps towards being a commissioned consul. If you're brand new coming on to the more science, then you can study until you feel comfortable, get your status corrected, because they rolling up on families every day, all day, even right now. You don't correct your status and you don't say you got no trust and you ain't got nothing because the corporations own it then by way of a common law. I just seen it. My elder Toriano put this law up. If nobody's occupying it, the first one that occupies is the owner. Yeah. To uphold and support the Constitution for the United States Republic. Your refusal to release a Moorish American national from your unlawful colorable custody and submit a response to this affidavit would be construed to be further evidence of colorable acts in violation of the constitutionally secured exercise of the rights of the American people. Such an act and imposition is a violation of your official oath of office. This can result in additional lawful remedy actions filed against those violating officers of the court under Title 18 and Title 42 in their official and their private capacities. The law always gives a remedy for the people against color of law actions committed by those who violate their oaths of office, colluding to abridge the rights secured for the natural beings and the citizens. Woo! Boy, start. Now, what's next? Oh, here we go. That's page number 2. Yes? We good? I affirm for the record the following facts and declarations of this entire document to be entered into the public record immediately. That's the Facebook record. That's all my friends on my fan list record right now. That's the 6 people on here and whoever you're sharing it to and wherever else we can get it. When this live video is shared and sent to everybody. Woo! Come on with it. Notice the principal is notice the agent. Hello, CIA, Facebook people. Or whoever be on here siphoning our information to try to do whatever y'all be doing. Woo! Come on with it. This document, all statements, and declarations made by Moorish American nationals in all foreign court venues are to be placed into the public record, for the record, on the record, and let the record show. I and all Moorish American nationals declare that all foreign persons who are party to these unlawful actions against the natural people of the land, who proceed contrary to the Constitution for the United States, or who have taken a privilege for an oath to masonry or other secret societies, are hereby rejected as public servants, government officials, and trustees, and declare that you have no standing at law, nor merit being repugnant to the Constitution for the United States. I publicly rebut the presumption of public service, as it is by definition a presumption and has no standing or merit in presentable or material fact. Woo! Grow, my brother. Islamism. Oh, come on with it. That's what I'm talking about, William. Austin, I just remember treating with you about a month ago. I got your domicile location. I'm going to be mailing your docs pretty soon here. Upon which, after your commissioning, go to work and start commissioning people in your republic. Correct all the statuses of your entire bloodline, everywhere. Early, baby. That's what I'm talking about. If you got neighbors and they Moors, then correct their status. Just tell them, hey, I'm correcting the status. I'm correcting the status of all of us in this entire neighborhood. Hey, if you don't want to get on this trust train, I'm putting all of these lands in trust, all of these homes. They don't want to listen to y'all. Listen, you can literally, all of the homes in your area, you can walk outside and look. There's 1135. There's 1137. There's 1139. They're all owned by banks. They're all 14th Amendment citizens. The majority of them, at least 95% of them on your block. Guess what you can do? Mr. Moorish American heir, who knows the law and know how to put liens on the house, you can go cut some grass all around your neighborhood. Put the lien on their house, on all the houses in the neighborhood. Guess whose trust you gonna put them in? Yours, Mr. Heir, Mrs. Heiress. Put all the houses in your neighborhood in trust. Look, y'all sleep. This ain't one little tiny area. Heirship is not your one little tiny area that they done restricted and made you believe you have to sit in a box for your whole life. Your heirship is you own all of those houses. Put them all in trust. Every last one of them in your neighborhood. And then when the people are wondering what's going on, guess who they have to come to? And guess who they have to answer to concerning the properties in that particular community or neighborhood? You, Mr. Heir. Woo, come on with it. They not trying to tell you the truth around here. It ain't about you, Mr. Individual. It's about the whole community. Woo, the family, baby. Come on now. It's flowing through me. Share it on up. Because I'm trying to tell y'all how to save and to preserve your actual communities. I, being of Moorish American bloodline, publicly rebut the presumption of public oath, which infers that all members of the private bar guild acting in the capacity of public officials who have sworn a solemn public oath remain bound by that oath and therefore bound to serve honestly, impartially, and fairly as dictated by their oath. I publicly demand that the judge declared under oath to have functioned under their public oath of office and not under their private guild oaths. I declare that if said private bar guild member has functioned under their private bar guild oath in contradiction to their public oath of office, such individuals must recuse themselves as having a conflict of interest against their public oath. Oh, got a public oath, then got a private guild contract. Private guild contract is in violation or contrary to the public oath of office. I and all Moorish American nationals demand that the acting judges, prosecutors, and magistrates present their oaths of office for the public record, as they are not immune from personal claims of injury and liability. I publicly rebut all presumptions of immunity made by said acting judges, prosecutors, and magistrates. And if I was y'all, I would take a video of me reading this and to the court tribunal and say, I entered this into the public record, and then be silent. What say you after hearing the extraction document, Mr. Bar Association member? Yeah, I do not. Yeah. And you know what? They don't care if you don't consent. Guess what they gonna do if you by yourself and you ain't with family members like consuls and other people that know the law and go to bang with you? They gonna slam you on your face. They slammed the matriarch on her face that I know. She said all of that and told them to back up, and they grabbed her on up and slammed her on her face. You know what I'm saying? So there's a point in time where you do need to have other family members with you for reinforcement. I mean, this is the ways of the world. They mob as a family. We the only ones that be walking up in there singularly, individually, walking anywhere, thinking like, look, get your family. I and all Moorish American nationals publicly rebut the presumption of summons, which infers that by custom a summons unrebutted stands, and therefore one who attends court is presumed to accept the position, defendant, juror, witness, and jurisdiction of the court. I and all Moorish Americans reject all invitations by summons. I and all Moorish American nationals publicly rebut and reject all summons and or warrant for arrest as they are notwithstanding. I rebut that one who attends court is presumed to be a thing and therefore liable to be detained in custody by custodians. Custodians may only lawfully hold custody of property and things, not flesh and blood, soul, possessing things. We are not things of property and are therefore unlawfully being kept in custody by custodians. Ooh, boy. Yeah, they will. Kidnap you, slap you around, slap your mama around, slam you on your head. They don't care about nothing. Yep. This is why I'm telling. Listen, I seen this mansion. I went and talked to some elders of the land. I'm about to go change the locks, adverse possession, put in my lawful documentation, get the geographical location, grab my family members, occupy the home. And when I do that, we're going to be operating as a consulate and consulars all around the land. Yeah. It's kidnapping, mail stealing, fee schedule at the county recorder, and let's eat. Yeah, but even before that, they ain't going to kidnap you. Joan Farley, ooh, thought about you this morning. Name popped right in my mind. Good morning to you, grand rising to you. I do believe we did do your envelope today, so I should have your allodial permits pretty soon here for your home. Take everything off of all your mailboxes. Put do not trespassing signs up. Put your Moorish flag up. You have to unwelcome, not welcome. We've always given the spirit of your welcome. Sure, Jesus love you. You can come right into this house, honey. And why you saying that? In they brain, they plotting on how to take it from you. Yeah. So, if you put up that spirit they ain't welcome, they're going to go home. I and all Moorish American nationals rebut and reject all foreign court venues as guardians of the natural, aboriginal, indigenous Moorish American nationals. We are not paupers nor residents of said foreign wards, agents, court venues, pretending to be government. I and all Moorish American nationals rebut and reject the fraudulent title of trustee at all times. I and all Moorish American nationals are the executors, administrators, beneficiaries, claimants, and creditors in this and all proceedings against me, us, by this foreign Roman court venue and its foreign agents, who are debtors and belligerent trustees, acting as judges, prosecutors, attorneys, clerks, bailiffs, and magistrates. I appear here under threat, duress, and coercion by way of kidnapping and or other unlawful acts perpetrated against me by this foreign corporation pretending to be public servants. You have to give up that commercial benefit of regular mail and get a private mailbox. Trust, I'm in the process. This is a must. They are in violation. Let's do one better. Instead of getting a private mailbox, let's use the little blue mailboxes around the city and do a perfected tax per queue. And as of right now, we've been receiving certified return receipts. You don't even have to go in the UPU. Or we can get real fancy and become our own postal service and start hand delivering mail to one another. How about we get personable in our relationships, and instead of texting and sending messages on Facebook, when you live 3 doors down, you walk over and sit in somebody's face and have a genuine relationship. Ooh, but they don't want to do it though. Yes. That was Brother James. He probably outside, so we can go look at those homes. Number 9. I and all Moorish American nationals rebut and reject the inducement to fraud that is perpetrated on the natural, divine, living people of the land by the acting judges, prosecutors, and magistrates with the foreign court's presumption that we have expressed and granted them authority by stating such words as I recognize, understand, comprehend, as words that bind us to unlawful, fraudulent contracts of adhesion. Oh, now I'm gonna mail this to y'all, and it's already in the Moorish American Consulate Central and Maxim group, so you can go download it. But this is the reversion or statement. I got to go to look at these homes so that we can start changing locks and adverse claiming things and occupying like we're supposed to be as heirs of the land, instead of trying to go around looking for another way to work for the corporation. Oh no, I'm working for the empire. I'm getting lands and homes, and we occupying territories. Reversion or statement. I, the living sentient woman and or man, and rightful heir, am not lost at sea, and I affirm and declare my right of reversion of estate, and therefore I make no claim with respect to the title and misrepresentation, man of straw, nam de gear, being a title, and the spurious creations of the foreign de facto United States corporate operators, actors, and owners. And I surrender and assign any and all reversionary interest to the foreign United States and its subsidiaries for full acquitted discharge, settlement, and closure of my reliance. Title 12 USC 95A Part 2. I assume no liabilities or debts, however contrived among its associates, and I do not consent to stand as surety for the foreign, private, and for-profit United States Incorporated U.S. Corporation, company, entity, owners, directors, or their administrators, nor do I stand as surety for its subsidiaries or its associates at any point or moment in time. Boy, stop. Listen, if y'all don't take these laws and these affidavits and these writs and walk down to wherever and enforce it, you will never have victory on your land. You can have 1 million documents. I've been mailing, emailing, printing, sending, reading, studying affidavits and writs for 8 straight months. I sent thousands. Then I watch and I see all of my other consuls in all the other areas sending thousands or hundreds of documents everywhere. 20, 30 gigabytes of information, documents going everywhere, emails going everywhere, all across the land. Some got to break, okay? If I'm sitting here watching hundreds of people do the work, and they got all the affidavits they could get, all the writs they could get, all the lawful truths, all the Moorish Americans talking about some I am, and folks still calling me talking about they being ran off their land, being oppressed by the oppressor, being challenged by some occupier or colonizer. What? What am I doing this work for? What am I doing this work for if every day I wake up, I'm doing this because I'm thinking that this particular laws that we enforcing going to prevent what y'all calling me about? So either the law don't work or you ain't enforcing it correctly. One of the two. Now, if I look around the land and I see it having remedy and working for some folk and not others, then, ooh, we have a scientific experiment. It's either the law in your hand does not work and they don't care about it, or it's you and you don't know how to enforce it correctly. Oh, really? It's okay. I ain't got no problem. Everybody's somewhere and nowhere all at the same time. I love y'all very much. I'm about to go look at these homes. The rest of them we finna get and put in trust. And then I'll be back with some more documentation. You could get the rest of this extraction document in the Central Amexum group. You download it. And when you get the extraction document, you're sending it to 3 people. If you want to get your family member out after your status has been corrected, I would advise you have some type of national ID when you're professing to be a consul. The warden, the sheriff, and the marshal. And I would even treat with the archdiocese as well. This is an extraction document. This is my blood. No government can sit in the judgment seat for the citizen of another government. This is our government. This is the United States Service Corporation. They're a government. They're operating in fraudulent activity right now by trying to sit in the judgment seat of a citizen that belongs to another government. We are of a Muslim Islamic bloodline, and you can go on and on about these truths about what is and what is not. Woo! Love you very much. Call you later after I get my hair done. Yeah.